Good morning, children. Today I would like to start my session with the topic number 3 of chapter number 1 of macroeconomics. Okay. Here the topic number 3 is related to the scope and significance of macroeconomics. Here you should understand these two new words, scope and significance. Scope means the areas or a field where the macroeconomics is applicable, okay, and significance means there is a importance, okay. So I would like to explain both the topics separately, okay. First of all, scope of macroeconomics, it means which are the areas, which are the field where we will apply the concepts of macroeconomics. Here are some points. Estimation, your first point is estimation of national income and related aggregates, okay. Estimation of national income. Estimation means calculations. National income, it means income of a nation, and related aggregates means the GDP, NDP, NNPFC. GDP means gross domestic product, NDP means net domestic product, NNP at FC, it means net national product at factor cost. These all are the related aggregates of national income. It means through this all related aggregates we will be able to calculate the national income. Here the description is given here. Estimation of national income and related aggregates. Macroeconomics starts with the concept of national income. It deals with the definition and estimation of national income and its related aggregates like GDP and NDP. The next topic is theory of employment. Yes, theory of employment tells us about how many people are employed, how many people are unemployed, what are the causes of unemployment, which are the suggestions that we can give to our economists to solve the problem of unemployment. These all issues will come under the category of macroeconomics. Here the description is given. Theory of employment. Macroeconomics studies the theory related to employment or unemployment in the economy. Keynesian theory of employment is of notable significance in this context. It explains the causes of unemployment and suggests the possible remedies to combat it. Children, here you should understand the another name of the macroeconomics is also theory of income and employment. The next topic is theory of money. Yes, what is the meaning of money? Money is a thing which is widely accepted as a medium of exchange. But here we should understand who supplies money in the economy, which is the organization work for the issuing money in the economy, how the money supplies in the economy, who are the suppliers of money, okay. So these all are the issues that we will discuss under the macroeconomics. Here you should understand in our country there is a central bank. The name of the central bank is RBI, Reserve Bank of India, who's having entire authority or entire responsibility to create the money in the economy. Here theory of money, creation of money or creation of credit by the commercial bank is an important component of macroeconomics. Linked to it is the role of central bank of a country, RBI in India, in regulating the supply of money in the economy. It means this work is regulated by RBI as well as the commercial bank simultaneously, okay. Or in another words we can say the commercial bank playing a mediator role between the RBI and the general public, okay. The next topic is theory of general price level, inflationary and deflationary gap, okay. Here you should understand what is the meaning of inflationary and deflationary gap. Whenever aggregate demand is greater than aggregate supply, it leads to rise in prices. Then it will come under the category of inflation. Just opposite, whenever there will be aggregate of demand is less than the aggregates of supply, it will come under the category of fall in the price. Then it means it is known as deflationary gap, okay. So whenever price rises, whenever price falls, then the general price level will be increased or maybe decrease. Here we should also find out what may be the reasons, what may be the causes. So again this all will come under the subject matter of macroeconomics, okay. The next point is role of the government or government budget. Here you should familiar with this word, government budget. What is the meaning of government budget? Government budget is a financial statement made by the government, maybe the local bodies also, the local government, the state government, the central government. It is very compulsory for all the type of government, all the level of government. They have to make a budget to find out what may be their receipts, what may be their expenditures. Okay, so this will be also come under the macroeconomics. Here you should understand, macroeconomics studies how government budget impacts the level of economic activity in the economy. Okay. Then the last topic is here exchange rate and balance of payment. Okay, exchange rate means how one country's currency is ready to exchange with the another country's currency. This will come under the category of exchange rate. Simply we can call it as a foreign exchange. Okay, the next topic is a balance of payment. It means BOP. Sometime balance of payment, it means there is a balance between exports and imports. But sometimes it's rarely happen. Sometimes exports may greater than import. Sometimes import may greater than export. Okay, but these will come under the category of imbalance. Okay, or maybe the balance of this one we can call it as a surplus BOP, and this one we can call it as a deficit BOP. Okay, this will also you will study in a remaining part of this chapter. Okay, this one will be the ideal condition. Export should be always equals to import, but which it is rarely happen. Okay, so here should also the description is given. Determination of exchange rate and the way it is managed in the international money market is an important element of the scope of macroeconomics. Okay, so here you should understand these all are the 6 points, the first, second, third, fourth, 5 and 6. These all points, actually these all are the different units under the macroeconomics. Okay, so today I would like to wind up my session with this topic, and tomorrow I will start my session with the significance of macroeconomics. Thank you.